Okay, I'm not gonna show you this one other than, okay, remember the cord was coming out here. What I do is I push it into the bottom rail. There's a little bit of a slop right in there. I push the wire in there, then I take the excess and I zigzag it up in here, and then I come out the side, down, loop-de-loop, and back up. Just like the other one. Oh, that's right. That's right. I've got to show you how to cut that notch, don't I? I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, I told you I'd show you how to do this notch. What's all that racket in here? Oh, it's the air conditioner. I probably should leave it on. It's nice and cool in here. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Okay. And let's see if I can't get you down in here. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure this, and I see it's 1 inch to inch and 3/4. It's a 1/2 inch thick. 1 inch to 1 3/4. So I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to look at that and see, yes, in fact, that's where I'm going to be. Okay. Let's get you resituated over here. Okay. I'm going to go 1 inch. 1 3/4, and it's going to be sticking out a 1/2 inch, so I can hold it anywhere and mark the 1/2. I can hold my finger on there right where it is, close my eyes even, and then I can mark that. Okay, that's where I'm going to cut it. And I just take little nips at it at a time with my little cutters. These are just electrical cutters. Okay, I'm not going to cut the whole thing. If I try to cut the whole thing, I'm going to crack it. Okay, see how it already cracked, but it didn't go all the way. So I just do little bits at a time. And now I can extend that like I'm just making a little triangle, so to speak. A little bit at a time, okay? Until I get up to where I want it. Make sure it's not going to crack on me. Yeah, I'm making a square notch with some cutters. Okay, now I can take this and do little thin strips. I might want to cut that at an angle, go right up to my line. And this is kind of at an angle, so I have to kind of hold this differently to get it straight. Okay. Now I can flip that around, and now I'm going this way. Okay. Now I'm going to take my pliers, and I'm going to grab that just right at that line and pinch it and just wiggle it a little bit. Maybe go that way. I'll clean up the mess when I get done. Don't you worry about that. Okay. Now I'm going to just cut this at a slight angle. You're not going to really see that. That may help my cord just sneak in there. That. Now I'm going to take my rasp. There's my hole. That's what I'm going to put up on the left-hand side. See? They've got the hole there. I've got the hole over here. I've got it just a hair wider in case my cord has to kind of slop in there. And that's going to be up against the wall, right? Let's take you into the other room real quick. I'm not going to show you how to put this one up because I think you've got it now. If you got any questions, you can You can replay the video on how I put the trim up and all the different steps. You see, when this notch right here goes up against the wall, you're never going to see that notch, are you? You are going to see the notches right here that nothing comes out, but that's just part of your trim, your face frame, okay? Well, there you go. Have fun. Here's one more thing to note. Here was the old handheld unit. Here is the new handheld unit. I'm going to put this one out, but you always want to check your old handheld units, because son of a gun, you might find that it works your new unit. So what I would do is I would keep this, I would hang on to it, put it in a storage area, because if you ever lose this one, or if this one gets broken or something, at least you'll have the old one to replace it with. Now, if you never can find any, I'm not sure if they have a universal type of handheld remote for wall mount air conditioners, window mount air conditioners. Check with your local hardware store if you need one. Well, this one's working fine too. So I've got the cord over here, pooched out. There was just a little bit of room on the trim, and I kind of pushed in on that, had it zip down below and then back up. Nice. I figure I'd show it to you now. This is an old air conditioner. This is not the one, but see right here, this is where the shipping screws were. And after I get done, before I call it good, I'm going to put my shipping screws back in, just to kind of keep that from moving around. Okay, there's a tip for you. And see this one here, there's nothing here, is there? Nothing there, and pretty soon it runs along here. And see, also there used to be one right there. Right there. Sometimes you have one there or there. You just have to kind of look around. This one's out, and sometimes it'll drip. Sometimes you get sludge all in here. If you do, and if your air conditioner starts smelling, you can pull the whole insert out. If you get one kind of like the one I'm installing, you pull that insert out, and then you can spray it down inside, disinfect it, and get all the mold and stuff out from underneath here, rinse it all off, put it back in there, and it could start draining properly for you, okay? All right, enough of that. I gotta get to Den Den.